Good morning, Middle Tennessee and Southern Kentucky. Stefano DiPietro here with your weather update on what is another soggy day for us across Middle Tennessee and Southern Kentucky. And guess what? That rain is not really going anywhere completely anytime soon. We still have today to get through. Tomorrow, our next best chance to see some consistent daytime dry time is actually not going to be until Friday, with this off and on pattern continuing. And because we've had some rainfall over the last couple of days, while flooding is still not going to be a major issue, we can still see some minor flooding in some areas as we go through the remainder of our day today, even into tomorrow if you get caught in some heavier downpours. Mostly we would be talking about some areas of poor drainage and low-lying areas, but a step outside right now. Again, it's a live look from our tower camera, as we always show, in the cloud cover that is certainly with us, as well as that rain that's beginning to work its way back into the mid-state. A little bit of a break a little earlier this morning, but now the rain is starting to work its way back in. That'll be a gradual process through the remainder of our day today. Here is First Alert Live Radar. We'll get right to it. There's that new wave of rainfall moving into parts of West Middle Tennessee right now, out near Waverly, Linden, Paris, heads up in Dixon. Rain is coming our way. We'll get a little bit of a closer inspection near Parsons. A good heavy downpour. A heads up in Centerville. That heavier rain is coming our way in areas near Fairview, Kingston Springs, Spring Hill, Columbia, Mount Pleasant, Leapers Fork. Very light rain. Maybe some drizzle coming in right now, but that is going to get a little heavier as we go through the next couple of hours. A little farther to our north, Clarksville, Oak Grove, just to the south of Hopkinsville, back near Dover, to the north of Dixon. There's Cunningham, Charlotte, Van Leer, Ashland City, Pleasant View, Coopertown, Springfield. Heavier rainfall starting to work its way back in. As we look to the north and east of our viewing area, these sort of green colors that you're seeing are flood advisories that have been issued for areas like Macon, Sumner, Clay, Pickett, Cumberland, Monroe, and Allen counties. All of this until around 8:45. We'll see how long this is allowed to hold. It's really forwarding additional rainfall that's coming in. With any of the rain that's already fallen, we could very well see some ponding on some roadways. East of I-65, things are still dry right now from Gainesboro, Cookeville, down through McMinnville, Spencer, Manchester, Tullahoma, out near Murfreesboro. As we zoom in toward the Nashville metro, some lighter showers are coming our way near Jordonia, West Meade. There's the WSMV studios, by the way. Nashville, Donaldson, Green Hills near West Meade, Forest Hills, Nashboro Village, out near Hermitage. There's not a whole lot going on immediately right now, but we will see more rainfall move in as we go through the next couple of hours. So let me see if I can get this out for just a little bit of a bigger picture one more time for you so we can get an idea of where that rainfall is coming in from. And here we go. As we slide things in from the west, we can expect more ponding on roadways, more issues if you are out and about for any type of morning or afternoon commute, and maybe a few more flood advisories as well, all dependent on how much rain actually falls in some locations. Temperature-wise, it's still very mild. We're in the 60s right now, 67 Nashville, Lebanon 65. I have 65 in Cookeville, 67 in Franklin, 68 Lewisburg, but notice to the north and west of Nashville, cooler air is working its way in. Temperature is falling. 59 in Paris, Hopkinsville 58, 61 Springfield, Clarksville at 60, and Camden back to 62. Cooler air will continue to push through the mid-state as we go through the rest of our day today, and we actually have already hit our high temperature, that happening earlier this morning. But scattered off and on showers, some steadier pockets of rain, and yes, some heavier downpours will continue through this morning going into the start of our afternoon. So here's a look at our lunch hour, and while there will certainly be dry areas, everyone still needs to keep the umbrella handy as we go through our day today. But the good news is toward the tail end of the day, by 3-4 o'clock, the majority of this rain is tapering off, if not already tapered off. So it's not going to last the entire day, and as we head into the evening hours for that evening commute, the majority of that rainfall should really be done at this point. Then we'll get a little bit of a break from the rain overnight tonight before more rain works its way back in going into tomorrow morning. So if you are going to the Spring Hill tree lighting ceremony tonight, it's not going to be a washout by any means. I think we'll be able to get it in early on, 4 or 5 o'clock. I wouldn't rule out a leftover shower, but it really does look like things are drying out, and the temperature should hold pretty steady right around that 60 mark before we eventually drop into the 50s overnight tonight. And most of the night is quiet. As we're waking up tomorrow morning, though, rain is starting to work its way back into the mid-state. It's a new round of moisture for us. Some steadier rainfall, perhaps some heavier rain, especially along and north of I-40 as we go through our Thursday afternoon. But you have to keep the umbrella handy once again. It's like a broken record, but that's exactly what our weather pattern has been all about. We're in the 60s tomorrow afternoon with that off and on rain continuing. And as we look beyond Thursday, there is some good news coming as we get to the end of our week. Thursday evening, still some lingering rain showers. I think we get another round of steadier and heavier rainfall Thursday night going into very early Friday morning. We'll stop the clock right around the morning commute. 6, 7 o'clock, it's still going to be a wet start for a lot of us in the mid-state, but the rain is not going to hang around for long. Most, if not all of that rain is gone as we reach the start of our afternoon, just the exception of a few pop-up showers, mainly east of I-65. As we continue through the remainder of our Friday, even though I'm not ruling out another leftover rain shower, it really does look like most of the area is beginning to dry out, and we'll even try to sneak in some late-day sunshine going into our Friday afternoon and Friday evening. So your next 3 days are looking like this. Off and on rain showers today. Technically, we've already hit the high temperature. That was in the upper 60s earlier this morning, but going to fall through the afternoon. We'll get a little break in that rainfall through the middle of the night tonight, but scattered showers return tomorrow, as will a rumble of thunder in some areas. It's not going to be any severe weather threat, but still, just like today, a rumble of thunder won't be ruled out. As we look ahead to our Friday, showers will continue through the morning, but then by the afternoon, not only do we start to dry out, we do get some clearing back, and those temperatures are in the 60s going into our Friday. So at least we keep that mild air for one more day by Friday, but then that will eventually change as we get ready to head into our weekend. That's when the temperature will start to take more of a tumble for us. And looking ahead at their first alert forecast for today, there are those off and on showers that we're talking about for a little bit more of an in-depth view. It's not going to be all that windy. The wind will be everywhere from around 5 to 10 miles per hour at most, so not a very gusty wind, but you can see the wind direction change, and it's that's going to bring in the colder air for us, or cooler air, I should say, as we start off our day today and get ready to head into the weekend. Now, the storm system we've been talking about for the weekend has picked up a little speed over the last 24 hours. So now it looks like those rain showers will move in later in the day on Saturday through Saturday night, but then taper off by the time we get to Sunday. It's much more seasonal for the weekend. Temperatures mid to the upper 50s. I don't think it's a weekend washout. We should find good dry time the first half of Saturday and pretty much all of Sunday as of now. Monday looking good. We are near 60. Clouds and sunshine mixing. Tuesday comes around. We're in the upper 60s. It does look like Tuesday for now is going to be mostly dry. However, our next storm system that'll bring us some scattered showers and storms is set to arrive sometime during the middle of next week. That could very well easily speed up or slow down, so have it on your radar. No real pun intended there, unless you want there to be, as we head into Tuesday and Wednesday and even going into Thursday for that rough timing for that next round of rain to come through. But the key thing to take away for today is that we're not really going to see any major flooding concerns. However, that minor flooding in areas of poor drainage is certainly on the table as we go through today and tomorrow. If you just get caught in a couple of heavier downpours at the wrong time, we could easily see some ponding on some roadways and some low-lying areas. So keep that in mind if you're out and about through the rest of this morning going into this afternoon. But looking ahead, there's a little light at the end of this wet weather tunnel as Friday looks dry, as does a good amount of the weekend as of now. And temperatures still staying pretty seasonal, if not above average for this time of year. So stay dry today, or at least try to. We still have one more day of widespread scattered showers and even a couple storms to talk about for tomorrow. We'll be right back here with this live stream tomorrow morning to give you an update on when that rain is expected to get out of here on Friday. You can join us on Facebook, Twitter, on the WSMV4 app, as well as Roku and Fire TV. We'll be giving these lengthy weather updates pretty much every morning, Monday through Friday, barring any severe weather events or any technical difficulties. So I hope everyone has a great day today. You can always tune in to WSMV4 midday at 11 and 12. You can join me and Carly, and then later on at 3 o'clock, 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock with our evening crew. Hope everyone has a great day today. Stay dry out there.